What up? We live, baby. We live.
For all you niggas hating, here's a warning shot. I'm running in them trenches where you niggas not. Rolls from the slumbers, cops hit the block. Ducking from the D's when I flee the spot. 62 grams if a nigga flop. Drop it in the water, watch it all lot. Shorty hit my number, but she called block. Everybody not a gunner, fraud stop. Got me feeling like Fab when the ball drop. Coke boy like French flood the whole block. 18.5 for a whole block. I'm talking 98 hove in a old rock. Big fish in the water, frog stop. I'm everywhere in the
Let's
city,
go.
y'all not. I'm up 5 on you bitches, check the shot clock. Point 1 for the win, I'm in a hard time. Diamonds dancing on you bitches while I call shots. Big one, I'm the one, call me Big Op. 50 in a drum and stop your man dreams. Beam on the tip, Glock's up machine. Sitting at the top, see the nosebleeds. Shorty hit my phone, trying to roll E. Highlights, Sports Center, we on the floor, see. Action main hall, she adore me. Niggas hate a lot in the pain drawn. Off of my slots when the day's long. I spit the block, see that K talk. 17 full brick in that cane form. Bitch, I'm on game with the game caution. Rest in peace, your whole game with the game offer. You my target, motherfucker. Finger to the judge, cold-hearted motherfucker. VVS cut, stones white, motherfucker. Get ice, motherfucker. This the life, young sucker. Yeah, I turned 1 into 2 though. Drop black Benz, AMG 2 though. I'm getting rich, nigga, pardon me. Real street nigga, the hood honor me. Black and Mary jeans with his RT. Running up the digits with the offering.
What's up?
6-figure deals, plus
We lit. Run them in. Run them in. Listen, y'all heard last week what we stated, man. Floyd back. I told y'all Floyd coming back. I told y'all Tank coming back. You hear me? We got a good one today. We definitely got a good one today. It's been a while, my apologies for yesterday, But hey, I'm here today. Long as I pull up, that's all that count, right? There was a lot going on yesterday, especially up here and in the East Coast, north side of things, little snow. Little snow. And my kids doing homeschool, so y'all hear any teachers in the background, don't mind me. Know what I mean? But I appreciate everybody. I'm about to put the link in the chat. You know how it go. Hit that joint, pull up on me, man. But yeah, listen, man, we can't we're gonna talk about everything. Shout out Claressa Shields, shout out Cruz. It was a great fight. The woman showed up and showed out. You dig, Ski? It definitely was a great one. Claressa did it again. She did it again. You feel me? She did it again. Sold out venue, sold out fight. Live gate the second time around. You know 13,000. Is great at the live doing gate just for calling it. But right now, Claressa doing numbers, man. Shout out Claressa Shields, one of the biggest female woman boxers in the game, especially in the sport, bringing the money in. Shout out Salida Promotions. Shout out Win Records, What you want? Shout out Boosie. Shout out Boosie. That was a live ring interest, a crazy ring walk. It was a good day, man. It was a good day. I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this. It definitely was a good day. I'm trying to see, is it cool like this? It definitely was a good one for boxing past this weekend. It's kind of white here. I'm in the studio, you know what I mean? So I got to be careful, I got this box near me, but hey, it's we got something to talk about. We got something to talk about. I don't like how this joint looking right now. My apologies, y'all. Bear with me. 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 Oh yeah, right there. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. My apology. You know, I'm in the studio. You know what I mean? I'm in my studio. So, you know, I got to. All this right here is my raps. My raps. I got shit. When Finesse two times came out with all those raps, listen, nigga, I got a bunch of those. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of those. I got raps all up and down this joint. You know, damn. I just don't like what the fuck they doing to me right now, man. I don't like what they doing to me right now. You know, but what up, yo? What up? What up? What up? What up, man? You know, you now all tuned in. Hey, shout out Bam Bam Ortiz, Puerto Rico. Bam Bam Ortiz about to turn pro, about to get his first debut. You know, the kid is nice. Bam Bam Ortiz nice. I better go check him out. Uh, two-time Golden Glove champ, two-time Junior Olympic champ, two-time Florida State champ, two-time Sugar Burt champ, two-time WBC boxing champ. You know, and he got a pro debut coming soon. You know, but like I say, man, shout out Claressa Shields, you know, putting them numbers up, especially for women's boxing. You know, she doing a great job for women's boxing. Putting up the numbers, you know. And we talking stadiums, baby. We talking stadiums and arenas. She's putting asses in seats. You gotta respect that she putting asses in seats. I told y'all Floyd was coming back. You know, we understand. Shout out to CSI Sports. I want y'all to go tune in and see who's behind CSI Sports. You know, shout out. I forgot the brother name who used to run the pay-per-views for HBO and Showtime. It's a bunch of these brothers, if I'm not mistaken, certain people from all over, from PBC, Golden Boy, from Top Rank. You know, all of these brothers, and hopefully these body sanctions be a part of this CSI situation. But I told y'all Floyd will be back in June, like around June 30th to fight Tyson, then no later than September. He's going back for his dates. No, so May and September, Floyd will be back for his dates. You know, I just want y'all to know that and understand that Floyd will be back for his dates. But as of right now, it's Pacquiao. The rematch is Pacquiao. It's Manny Pacquiao. That's his rematch. You know, hey man, you never should have left. You never should have left. And if Floyd would have fought all of his mandatories at the time, his pay would have been way more higher. He probably would have left the game with like two billion. You know, but when you do a lot of things and you know you fool the world acting like you invested in certain situations, and this is what I don't understand. If you own a property, if I own the building, how the fuck, I want y'all to pay attention. If you own a building, right, how the fuck you owe 330 million in rent? Make that shit make sense. That's the key thing. Bro, we talking 30 million, bro. I mean 300 million. We talking about over 300 million in rent. It's crazy. It's diabolical. I never heard of owner paying rent, bro. What I mean by that is if you own the building, how do you pay rent when you just pay taxes at the end of the year? You know, but Floyd versus Pac-Man, you know, set to be this fall. You know, what y'all think? In the comments, let me know what do y'all think about this situation. You know, what do y'all think about Floyd returning? Listen. Tank already got the fighter lined up. Coach Cal, they already got the opponent lined up. It's all about who it's going to be. It's all about who it's going to be. A lot of people speculating De Los Santos, you know, but personally, you know, De Los Santos signed the Zoo for boxing. I broke that news like a month and a half ago. Was one of the biggest signees before. It was right at the Rio, but it was before Conor Ben. De Los Santos, you know, 135 or 140. Who is it? I got a feeling, and it's gonna be a rematch. Don't be surprised if it be a rematch. You know, it might be Pitbull, it might be Lamont, but I know it's gonna be a rematch. And the rematch we're gonna get is gonna be very spectacular. It's gonna be very exciting. But this time, Tank coming to knock some shit out. I'm just letting y'all know. This time, Tank is coming to put pressure and pain. But like I say, man, let's get into it, man. Yeah, let me go back to my yeah, let me go back like this, man. It's better like this. It's better like this, baby. You know, I try to show face and be about and stand on everything we stand on. But you know how the Zach game be, man. You know how the Zach game be, man. But this episode 71, man, ain't nothing much, been going on lately, but everything, I broke in the past, in my past lives I did. But I just want to talk about this good sister, man. This beautiful sister. Shout out Pat Poose, you know, a true rider. You know, shout out Claressa Shields, the Gwoat, shout out the Cruz too. You know, she came in banging. You could tell she got a lot of pop in her punch, man. She came in banging and she looked real good doing it. No, but one thing I learned is that, Claressa got a chin, y'all. Claressa Shields got a chin. People better put respect on that girl name, man. That girl got a chin. Cause them girls came out banging. And listen, it looked like an amateur fight at the time. From first round coming, I'm like, damn, they scrapping. It looked like an amateur fight. But hey, Claressa was holding, man. She was holding it, man. Yeah, Claressa was holding it. Then got the victory. Came back out and looked as beautiful as ever, man. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm labeling her that. Because when you go back, look at her box rec, you look at her career, she's really 4-time undisputed, y'all. That girl really 4-time undisputed. You hear, Ski? But besides that, man, it is what it is. It's boxing at its finest. I know they're gonna play with me today, man. But it's all about the consistency. You feel me? It's all about your consistency. Um, and I'm gonna always be consistent. I just probably missed the day just because the weather and you gotta come out, you gotta shovel, you gotta make paths, especially when you're working, you gotta create paths, make sure people get out their cars. I mean, they can get out their car and move their car in the streets, but it felt like real snow yesterday. It was light, it was great, all white, everything, you know. But let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. We gotta keep it tall, we gotta keep it real, you know the deal, man. You know the deal. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, you tuned in to one, man. You tuned in to All Facts, No Opinion Sport Podcast. You know what I mean? But while we at it, what's next for Ryan Garcia? A lot of people, looking at the rematches. The biggest rematch in the game right now for Ryan is Devin Haney. That's the fight everybody want to see. Is the Devin Haney fight? No, we love to see the Shakur fight, but it's at 144. So it's still gonna be. Listen, this is what I tell people: when certain catch weights happen, um, if Shakur and Ryan fight at 144 at a catch weight, is it gonna be for the WBC title? It got to be for something. But me personally, I'm just keeping it tall, y'all. Devin Haney is the way to go because this is what we all was assuming, right? Ryan get the victory, we get the Devin Haney fight. Now it's worth something even more, you know, a unified situation. You feel me? But people got to stop saying PEDs, because this is the shit I don't understand. Y'all, listen, you go work with a well known nigga that's on PEDs, the PED king, the kingpin of steroids is Victor Conte. So you can go over there and work with Victor Conte, but you want the world to believe that Ryan was on PEDs? Bro, PEDs don't help you punch hard. PEDs don't help you throw a left hook. Dev couldn't do shit with that. Not even a right hook, he couldn't do nothing with it. You know how many times Devin got dropped? You know how many times Ryan got robbed for a knockout? Do you know how many times Ryan got robbed for a knockout? Harvey Dock in that seventh round, When Dev felt on his ass, got back up and felt on his face, the ref should have stopped that fight. The ref should have stopped that fight. But he didn't. Harvey had different plans. And don't believe me, look at the Amari Jones fight past this weekend. I want y'all to go look at that fight. Go look at that count, how he was counting. The nigga still was on a fucking concrete, on a canvas when he got the 9. He got the 9, he still was on the concrete. Instead of him saying 10 and waving the fight off, he stopped counting and picked the motherfucker up. These referees, man, I'm trying to tell y'all. These refs, man, they be having side bets and they be fucking up the parlays and they be trying to make sure that their bet goes. And Harvey Dot, he need to be investigated. I'm telling y'all, he need to be investigated. Huggins need to be investigated. I listen, I tell y'all brothers about certain fights and certain people. It's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right, man. Yo, listen, man, you gotta learn the business of boxing. You have to learn the business of boxing, man. Because the sport, as you a child, boxing, yes, is a sport. But at the end of the day, it it comes to what type of fighter you are. And the key thing is, before it was 12 rounds, it was 15 rounds. You feel me? You gotta be a 15 round, a 12 round fighter. You feel me? It's all about your engine. It's all about your tank. And a lot of these kids this generation gas out a lot. You know, uh, but when Ryan fought Dev, you seen it. Ryan was gassed out, going into the second half of the fight. Even Dev was. PD's gonna keep you. Nigga, you should know. You know what I mean? But hey, to each his own, man. To each his own. People gonna keep bringing up that PD shit. But when you come across, see, that's one thing about me, man. If I ever interview these brothers, man, my key thing, is, you feel me? My key thing is, listen, you the one that go work with a well-known cheater. So why should we believe what Victor Conte say, the nigga that helped create Vada testing? Y'all know that, right? I want the world to know what this brother did. But to each his own. To each his own, man. To each his own, yo. To each his own. This shit crazy, man. But like I say, man, it was a good weekend for boxing. It was a great weekend for boxing. Starting off with Box Lab, Friday. Shout out Alex Bray. A couple brothers on there, payroll, getting the victory. Shout out Saturday. You had shout out Matchroom with the Josh Warrington fight. I still haven't go check that fight out. I need to go check that fight out because I still haven't. And I'm gonna give a great breakdown on that. That's probably be my tomorrow job. Shout out Josh Warrington and them brothers on that rematch. I haven't looked at it, so I'm not going to talk about it because I got to go watch the fight for myself, the whole card, which that's my homework for the day, to go watch that whole card. And I'm gonna break it down tomorrow. Because I've been slipping. My mind been racing. So much news out here, and everybody try to be the first to break the news. But shit, I always broke the news before everybody. I told y'all Floyd was coming back. I told y'all Tank was coming back. Now with this Ryan situation, hopefully, we get the rematch. We get what the people want. That's the biggest fight in boxing right now. You know, uh, Now everybody, yeah, see, listen. Y'all all talk shit about Tank, but everybody doing the shit Tank doing. Now y'all want to meet at, y'all want to put rehydration. You listen, you never heard Tank come out personally and say, I'm gonna put a rehydration clause out on you. No, behind the scenes, y'all, when you sign, listen, every body sanction has a rehydration clause. In every state, I don't give a fuck you fighting in Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, California, New York, every state has a weight limit, which is a rehydration clause. You know, the IBF is just 10%. Other places, other body sanction is from 12 to 15%. Then you got the state. The states, if I'm not mistaken, between 15, 18, or more than 21%. But hey, You can't tell people who don't know shit. I mean, you can't tell people who don't know shit, you know. But it's cool for them, all of those brothers to come out. Well, yeah, you know, I want a rehydration clause. We could fight at a catch weight. But it was a problem when Floyd was doing it. Remember? Oh, it was a problem when Tank was doing it. You feel me? Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The biasness got to stop. And another thing is when you got a certain entity that controls the boxing media because of what they purchased up, you got to remember, bro, we dealing with a government. We not dealing with an entity. We dealing with a fucking government. You know, and a lot of us over here in America, if we lived in a country, they would have threw us in jail as political prisoners just because we commentating about sports. You feel me? Just because you commentating about sports, but the shit you saying is real. You know, the shit we say on here is stamped, is real. You know, they play with my numbers. You know, they don't send out my notifications, but I got something. I got something. Shout out Young Pharaoh. I got something. I'm gonna go that route, and Section 230 is real. You know, I'm gonna go that route, and if I find anybody that shadow banning, I'm gonna sue the shit out you. I'm gonna sue the shit out you. Cause numbers don't lie, baby. Numbers don't lie. Y'all zap my channel way before I get on. You feel me? You can see the numbers a brother do. I'm gonna keep it tall, right? I'm gonna keep it all the way tall, right? I do more numbers than everybody that's analyzing boxing right now. But I get zapped when I go live. Y'all know that, right? I gain more followers than anybody, right? See, niggas build a community and get a bunch of niggas that's, you know, when you deal with certain entities, like I say, some majority of these people that's analyzing and dissecting this shit get a paycheck from these brothers. You know, and one thing about us, we don't over here. All facts, we don't. You know, I support this shit, and my guy Santos, we support this shit ourselves. You know, and we build up. But when you got like certain entities that have messed with that entity, and you will see them. How can I say this? Uh, you will see them at the events. You was like they'll tell you. You know, they get checks from these people. Ain't nothing wrong. It's good. You know, this is what we do it for. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sell my soul and look the other way when I see some real shit that's going on. And I know long as I get to put this in the world, you know, the world get to hear the truth. But at the end of the day, no, I'm here for the creator. The creator put me here. The creator made me go this way. And I'm giving y'all the gems. I'm giving y'all the game, man. I gotta tell y'all the truth. I'm not a liar. I can't lie. I can't do that. I'm not a thief. You know what I mean? Um, I always been like that. You know, if I see $1 million and I'm in the crib with somebody, I'm not taking that $1 million. Other people will, but I see my mind works is, well, I'm gonna take that when I can just get a job with the person. I might not make that million, but I might make 10,000 fucking with it. I'm cool with that. Why? Because I'm gonna get that million soon. You know what I mean? But you got other people, they see it, they take it. Like for instance, one day, right? This was like last summer, like last summer, 2 summers ago, right? I go to Wawa, I go to the ATM, take out some money, right? So I'm in line. Old lady in front. Old lady, she do a thing, Her money came out, but I don't know. She got dementia. I don't know. She like, damn, I ain't got no money. I'm like, all her money out. I grabbed the money. I said, no, ma'am, your money is right here. Take your receipt, and it's your money. She said, oh, listen, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing. This is what the Most High put me on this earth to do. Know what I mean? And we all here to do that. To be kind to one another. You know, peace, harmony, keep the pain away. One thing I learned about life, if anything good happened to you, any good or any bad, don't let the world know shit. The universe already know. So let's say you hit the lottery. You ain't got to go tell your parents. You ain't got to tell nobody. You just keep that shit to yourself. When you want to do something, you keep it to yourself. Because once you tell anybody else, the doubt that they have goes back into the universe. Because everybody, see, one thing I learned about life, and I learned about this boxing shit, which is just like people in the streets, it's a narrative. You know how they say birds of a feather flock together? You know what I mean? You know, it's a narrative. Everybody be around the motherfucker that or want to listen to the person that believe in the same that creates and believe in the same narrative they believe in. but don't want to know the truth. We synced it with Tank. We synced it with Tank when Tank took that knee. All of you fake ass boxing commentators and should know anything about boxing, you should know you are allowed to take a knee. But you got dumb motherfuckers that don't know nothing. Why? Because they don't read the rules. They don't know the rules of the sport. That's one thing in the late 80s, early 90s. It stopped in the mid 90s. Right? Like 98, 99. Kids ain't reading the books no more. But they still was giving you, oh, let me take that back. Let me take that back. Because they did. Because they did. Shout out Gary Russell. Shout out Bruce Carrington. The only two guys that came out and backed me up on the situation, you know, and they pros that, and they told you are allowed to take a knee. A fighter can call a timeout. You gotta learn the rules, but you will never learn the rules because you don't know shit. I know because we read them. We've been through that shit. So I don't listen to other people. I don't listen to other people. You feel me? Like my son will tell you, I stay on his ass. Listen, man, fuck all that, nigga. It's all about being a 12-round fighter. Everything else you can do is all about your engine. You feel me? It's all about your engine. I'd rather fucking have a Honda and a Toyota than buying a motherfucking a Durango or something that's SRT that's gonna go out. See, that's the key thing. Y'all look at when you look at Plymouth, certain things like you know Ford, Dodge, and shit. You know they engines go. You know they transmissions slip. But this generation don't know shit. So, oh, nigga, I'm in Hellcat. Bro, you know how fast that transmission gonna go? Do you know how fast that transmission gonna go? You just spent 100,000 on a car, but you don't know shit about the transmission. That's the key thing about life right now. People don't know tradition. People don't know shit. And the people that do know shit, they so fucked up in their mind, motherfuckers trying to please the wrong people. And in boxing, this is what you get. People see the communism right in front of their fucking face, but they don't want to talk about it. And the reason, listen, people, I'm gonna use Ryan and Devin. Everybody keeps saying Ryan Garcia is a cheater, but Devin Haney, Bud Crawford, all of them snack niggas work with a well-known cheater who went to jail for this shit. Who went to jail for this shit? And then when you pay attention to his team, you'll see the back door, you'll see the setup, you will see all of that shit, man. Gotta remember, man, this shit's still mafia rules, man. It's still mafia rules, nigga. If I'm big mafia, nigga, I'm coming out, I'm fucking you niggas up, nigga. I'm gonna smack the dog shit out you, nigga. Cause y'all be looking at half of these promoters. Listen, when you look at certain promoters, like Eddie, like Oscar, you know Oscar can fight. Oscar can really fight. Oscar, no, that Floyd and Oscar fight should have been a draw. It should have been a draw. You know, and another thing about life when you look at boxing, these judges, cop you box, these refs, that's what need to change. That's what need to change in boxing. These refs are out of pocket. Cop you box is false and wrong. Know what I mean? Cop you box is false and wrong. And motherfucker, these judges, man, like, come on, man. Y'all gotta change these judges. Cause y'all keep bringing Tim Cheatham, Steve Weisfeld. Damn, what happened to Dave Moretti? Oh, I get it. Dave Moretti retired when Floyd retired. But don't be surprised. You see the rise of Dave Moretti again at every Floyd fight when he turned pro. Be prepared for Manny Pacquiao. I bet you the judges will be Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfeld, or Sutherland. I bet you out of all those four judges, they're going to be there. One not, but the names I just named going to be there. I've been watching this shit for too long. And listen, we're going to drop a bomb on you motherfuckers. You understand me? I'm going to wait till my co-host Santos Boxing, off work. I promise y'all, we going to drop a bomb. I'm going to drop a bomb on you motherfuckers. Because the shit we got here, y'all going to learn a lot. Y'all going to learn a lot, man. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to, for instances, since you've been going to the gym as a child, why do you have a doctor near you all the time? That's what I want y'all people to know. I want y'all people to know, you know? I want y'all people to know, why is there a doctor in your motherfucking camp shooting you up with a needle? Don't y'all know, if you're taking anything by injection, if you injecting yourself, you understand me? If you're injecting yourself, brother, all I'm gonna tell you is that's a steroid. That's a motherfucking steroid. Yup, that's a steroid. Because at the end of the day, why is you injecting yourself for anything? That's the key thing people need to look at and understand too. Why is he injecting himself? Why is he putting anything in his body? Any type of liquid, anything. Because that's what it is. It's called steroids. It's called a PED. You understand me? For instance, if you're a snack fighter, right? And I purchase snacks, the people, the consumers that's purchasing snacks are believing that the shit that they taking, these fighters are taking. But they're not. But they're not. You know? And the reason I gotta bring this shit up, man, because I'm tired of this. Oh, he was on PEDs. Nah, bro. Nah, man. You feel me? Shout out to like I said, Claressa Shields. Shout out Claressa Shields. We all know Claressa Shields don't drink or smoke. We know that. We knew she was a snack fighter, right? Hey, what up, broski? Hey, Lil, what up? Mogo, what up? Now, man, I'm gonna keep it tall on here, right? We know Claressa Shields don't smoke or drink liquor. This is the reason I keep getting zapped. You feel me? You know, but I do the numbers, man. I do the numbers, man. I do 1,000,000 views a motherfucking month. You can go look at my shorts. You can go look at it, world. This is why I get banned. This is why they try to silence me. Y'all just watch my other lives. Y'all just watch me do on my lives, have 100 to 500 niggas on my live past this whole week. Now look how they do me. But it's cool. It's cool. But the key thing I'm getting back to Claressa is, we all know Claressa do not drink and she do not smoke. But then she popped up positive for a PED substance. Then who came to the rescue? Her godfather. The godfather. The king of steroids. The kingpin of steroids. The kingpin of PEDs, Victor Conte. And VADA. That's why they want you to enroll in VADA, because VADA covers up everything that snack provides when a fighter pops dirty. So VADA covered it up. But I guarantee you, you go to WADA, the WADA route, or you go to USADA, I guarantee you every snack fighter will pop up positive. I guarantee you. And another thing, right? If Ryan was on PEDs, wouldn't Devin have won his lawsuit? If Ryan popped dirty for PEDs and they went to court, Devin Haney would have won that lawsuit. But he lost. I want the world to understand that. That motherfucker lost. He lost that lawsuit. Why? Because Ryan wasn't on PEDs. And shout out, I know the brother named Molly. He called him the white, I know the Caucasian brother, he be wearing braids. He got like blonde braids and stuff. His name's something Molly. He's like a UFC fighter or something like that. Yes, for him, I'm glad he came out. He came right out of the courtroom with Ryan. And you can go back to his Instagram post, X post, Twitter post, any post, because I posted it on my shorts. And the brother said Ryan is clear. He's out in the clear. You know, he tests negative for PEDs. And then when y'all go look at, I want y'all to go. All you gotta do, go back and look inside the lawsuit. Look at everything with the stenographer. You know, the lady that's typing everything when your lawyer talking, the DA talking, the judge talking, the stenographer. Everything is in black and white. And they hiding that shit like a motherfucker. That's how Ryan beat the motherfucking lawsuit. Because he wasn't on PEDs. He wasn't on PEDs. How the fuck you think Deontay Wilder won his lawsuit against Top Rank and Tyson Fury for cheating and shit? I'm just letting y'all brothers know, man. It's a lot going on behind the scene. Shout out my co-host Santos Boxing. When we first started clicking, right? Me and Sant, we busting it up. I was putting him on game. So I let him know about the Tyson Fury. He didn't believe it. I sent him the shit. Here. He read it. He like, yo. But the key, and he listen, when he read that shit, he said, damn, facts. This shit crazy. And people don't want to talk about this. I'm like, nah, because a lot of these niggas is paid by a certain entity. But the key thing is, bro, shout out my co-host Santos Boxing, man. Bro, the shit we about to drop, man. Listen, you listen, man, you can't cover this up. You can't cover this up, man. You can't. And promise y'all, man, y'all gonna understand when we drop this shit, y'all gonna look at every snack fighter differently. I'm trying to tell you, bro, what the fuck is a doctor doing in your corner in your training? That's the key thing you gotta understand. Why is the doctor shooting you up with a needle? Don't you know? See, that's the key thing when you was a professional fighter and when I was growing up. If you take a needle, bro, we know you on steroids. Nowadays, these niggas get to take a shot. That shot fucked Bud Crawford up so much, he anemic now. If Victor Conte would have knew anything about Bud, he wouldn't have knew Bud Crawford was anemic. He never knew Bud was anemic because this is what it do. When you take PEDs, it gives you a block head. You get a big at your head turn big like a fucking block. You understand me? I can listen, bro. I can show you tracks. When niggas shooting up steroids, they get dope fiend tracks too. They get tracks too. It's a needle, bro. But that's the key thing about VADA is, I mean, what that VADA keep covering up all the Victor Conte and snack shit is why the fighters is not taking the same supplements that the customers is buying from snack. You understand me? Because we assuming that, oh, I'm taking the same shit Devin Haney's butt, and it's not. Them niggas getting a shot. They getting needles in their vein. We taking a pill substance. They taking something totally different. And when you listen to Victor Conte, he tell you, when I'm giving Bud, I'm not giving Devin. And when I'm giving Devin, I'm not giving Keyshawn. When I'm giving Keyshawn, I'm not giving Shakur. So what the fuck is you giving these fighters? Because I want y'all to pay attention. 2014. Remember, the whole Bo Mac camp, everybody in Bo Mac camp, the whole Robert Garcia gym. Remember, when Victor Conte had VADA up and running, they was finding everybody dirty on PEDs. 2014 yeah, everybody was getting found for PEDs dirty. And everybody that got found dirty for PEDs, guess what? They all became snack fighters. Guess what? They all enrolled in VADA. You understand me? I watched Bud Crawford call Manny Pacquiao a cheater, right? But I'm like, damn, nigga, how he a cheater? When you fucking with the same person Pacquiao was fucking with. Pacquiao was fucking with Victor Conte too. So when Pacquiao was with Victor Conte, I guess he's a cheater. But when Victor Conte worked with you, he not a cheater. But he done fucked Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco. Listen, he fucked Sammy Sosa up so much. Sammy Sosa light skin. The nigga light skin. The nigga is light skin. And if you ask Sammy Sosa, he gonna tell you, I did not inject myself to become light skin. It was Bolico. Bolico changed the color of my complexion. Nah, man. Bro, you can't make this shit up. Shout out to Terrence Crawford, who became anemic just because this fight. Just because those shots. And people go, oh, well, them niggas ain't get found there. Of course, if you got VADA testing. But the key thing is you need to understand is, didn't Keyshawn test positive? Didn't Claressa test positive? But this is the key thing is, right, y'all? I want y'all to listen to me. VADA and Victor Conte said they test positive for marijuana. When they, remember, during the time they got found positive, nobody ain't know what they was positive for. I want y'all to pay attention. What all these fighters are positive for? We never got what Claressa was positive for, what Keyshawn was positive for when they test positive for PEDs. Only thing we found out a couple weeks, like a week and a half, 11 days later, is when Victor Conte came in and said something. Oh no, we retested them in VADA, it was marijuana. So if it's marijuana, why marijuana ain't come out in Ryan Garcia testing? Why? Because he was smoking weed that whole Devin fight. Why he didn't pop positive for marijuana? Lies. These niggas be lying. And when they said Claressa Shields was on marijuana, we know Claressa don't drink or she don't smoke. Don't do that to that lady. We understand what's going on in the background. Know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it got to be a even playing field, yo. And another thing I want the world to know is when a person keep trying to force you to take a certain testing, don't take that shit. Don't say. If I was Ryan, listen. This is how we. If I gotta take Vada, you gotta take USADA. We bring in two. Listen, I want y'all to pay attention. Floyd did it a lot of times. Floyd Mayweather did it a lot of times. Oh, you want me to bring this testing, but you got to take this testing. You feel me? And it's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. And another thing is, why you got to hook me up to IV? Why do every snack fighter got to get hooked up to an IV to flush a certain situation? This is the only things I want to know, and this is what I'm stating and saying. You know, it's only right. You know, it's only right. No, but Ryan, Devin, gotta be next. Unification gotta be next. It gotta happen now. It's the biggest fight in boxing as of to date. It's the biggest fight in boxing. But you know, the face of boxing is back. You know, this summer going into the fall, and I'm not talking Floyd. You know, because everybody thinking Floyd the face of boxing. No, no, Tank back. I told y'all this shit 2-3 motherfucking lives ago. Tank coming. Tank is coming. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I got a good feeling it's a rematch. The opponent is already signed. The contract is signed. Hopefully, you know, we're not hearing. It got to be Pitbull or Lamont. I'm shooting from the hip. I'm saying it's Pitbull or I'm saying it's Lamont Roach. It's a rematch. It's a motherfucking rematch. But if it's not, I would have said De Los Santos, but he signed the Zuffa. But it's a rematch. I promise y'all, it's a rematch. And it's going to be either or. It's going to be either or the fighters and whoever it is. Listen, man, these motherfuckers about to take off. The face of boxing is back. This shit about to take off. I promise y'all, this shit about to take off. You know, Floyd versus Pacquiao, though, man, listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all, the first time they fought, we should have got that shit 10 years ago before that. But Floyd never wanted to fight Pacquiao because he was chilling with Victor Conte. You want to know the truth? You can go to the wild card gym. You always seen Victor Conte in there with Pacquiao. The world seen it. That's why Floyd said, I'm not fighting you because you with him. You work with him. But it's cool when Bud work with him, though. When Bud work with him, he not a cheater. That's all I'm saying, though. I only use certain shit because it ain't right. It ain't right. It's like, no disrespect. If you know a motherfucker that told in the streets and you see niggas that's chilling with him, you're like, oh, y'all know that nigga told and y'all still dealing with him? What that make you? Birds of a feather flop. It go both ways, bro. Because we men, if we get the call, like certain women, be like, oh, she a whore. I'm only saying this for educational purposes only. Oh, she a whore. And let's say your girl go chill with her. And your head, you thinking your girl doing the same shit she doing because now you labeling your girl a whore when she probably ain't even doing it. It go the same way, bro. But niggas be rats. When you chill with a rat and you know a nigga a rat or you heard of, and that be the key thing. Oh, I ain't see the paperwork, bro. Y'all motherfuckers is like 15 years old right now. This nigga done told like 20 years ago, before you ever was born. How the fuck you wanna see paperwork when you go to jail, nigga? His rapid, the nigga he told on gonna be up there. Everybody show that shit. Everybody show that shit, man. Everybody show that shit, yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna take this break real fast. Let me put this song on. I'm gonna put St. Valentine's dope right quick.
Bitches love the bow, I'm with the gunplay. Treat the interstate like a runway. Cops spin the block, dogs one way. Trap for Monday, the next Monday. Gorilla in a trap, what my fun say. Came with a strap, let my gun spray. Bitch hit my line on a Thursday. Louis beat the pussy, check the wordplay. Dope to the 8, pitch it all day. Real dope dealer, bet 10 chains. Audemars, all brick age. Plug in Puerto Rico, trip NBA. Meetings on dude, talking big weight. 5 in the mail, peep your bitch face. Fuck about the shore, an aux rated place. Flush a whole got, bet I'm locked in. 54 gram, dope by the 10. Shooters on shooters, play the house then. Ruger, your medulla, stain your outfit. Bad red bone from Wisconsin. Coach your own team, I'm the sponsor. Gave the different flavors, let her mind flex. Hated that's your neighbor, let they mind stress. Let her upgrade her, plus that time X. Fucking see you later, talking bomb sex. Turn 4 with a 6, that's a wild stretch. Rhinos in that clip, tear that thin vest. All my niggas banging like we out west. 40 always spazzing, check the sound check. I leave you more than work, I